Hey, what is up? Today we're looking at the Truthear Nova, and this is another 5-driver IEM that we are reviewing today from the guys that made the renowned Hexa, the Truthear Hola, and the Clinical Zero. Those are like super famous IEMs from 23 and 24. This is $150, and this is a hybrid driver, hybrid IEM, one dynamic driver, 10 millimeters, and 4 balanced armature drivers. The dynamic driver of course takes care of the lows, and the 4 balanced armatures handles the mids and the highs. Again, the key to this these hybrid systems are, the tuning and the frequency response you can squeeze out of these beautiful looking gems of IEMs. Unboxing the thing, it's a waifu theme box, which is pretty normal nowadays. A lot of IEMs have this theme. I'm not against it, however I think it's a little bit too much packaging going on here. I do appreciate the style and organization, but I'm kind of like in the Muji camp and prefer a more environmentally friendly, minimalistic approach, you would say. There's also a zipper, kind of like fake leather pouch included, and it's got a quick release clip attached to it, so you can clip it onto the insides of your carry-on bag or something and keep it from being crushed by your tablet or laptop or Tupperware. They also include 6 pairs of tips for you to get the perfect seal, so that's pretty good. I do appreciate the effort going on there. It seems a bit excessive, but I suppose to cater to everyone's ears, you do need to make sure that everybody gets a nice comfortable fit and nice seal, I suppose. The build quality itself, it looks pretty standard. There's no really real standout feature except for the blue clamshell on the outward face. The entire thing looks to be like a one-piece design in plastic or resin. I think it's some kind of resin. There seems to be a thick layer of resin or clear coat on the faceplate that makes the blue clamshell design give off an illusion of 3D pop, I suppose. The size of the IEM itself looks a little puffier than your regular IEMs. If I compare it to the SimGod that I recently reviewed, you can see for yourself what a difference in size it makes. The Truthear Nova is a pretty chunky boy, right, compared to the SimGod. It looks like a puffed up, like a SimGod. If you puffed it up with air, that's what it would look like. Everything looks a little bit more rounder and more ergonomic, giving the impression that it's a bigger sized IEM. In my ear, it fits snug, and frankly, I like the shape and fit. If you're coming from a Hexa that looks like a sleek, kind of like spaceship like this SimGod, it takes some getting used to, I suppose, because this is a little bit of a chunky boy. It will look more like a newly discovered gemstone, to be honest. That's what it gives off, that feeling. Looks like a gemstone. The colorway is great, especially the the braided cables that come with it. They are on the thicker side. Now I read somewhere these are they have 4 strands and 112 cores each. I don't know if this information is useful to you. The cable itself is very pliable. As you can see, it's like a very light and airy, like a pulsar mouse cable. You won't have any issues with it tangling, you know what I mean, or any kind of like memory effect. You won't have any problems with this. The cable itself is like a foot longer than your standard cables. They're pretty long, so this is what I do like about it. If this is going to be part of your desktop setup, if this is important to you, that extra foot long is going to be very useful, because you know, sometimes your deck is on the table and you need to get it across the table to your ears. It has to go around your mouse pad, it has to go around your keyboard. It is pretty, that extra foot is actually pretty useful. The ear hooks itself, if you take a look at it, they're pretty short. Normally the ear hooks are like kind of like up to here, but these are they just hook right up to your ear. Your earlobes, sorry, the top of your ear is just right about here. So for me, it is not an issue, but maybe for some people it might come into contact and it might be irritating to some people, so you need to take that into consideration. These short ear hooks might be good for some people, might not be for some other people. The connectors itself, they're pretty standard. They're what they call 0.78 2-pin. They're not the QDC or whatever that is called on the SIM card, where it sticks out on the headphones. These are recessed in, so pretty much standard connectors can fit in pretty well. So if you want to upgrade or change your cables, it's not going to be a problem. It terminates to a 3.5mm jack. As for the sound, the Nova itself has a what they call a Harman curve. That's what they call it, which is a pretty standard curve, but it does have a little bit of a bass lift. It's not overpowering, but if you are, or if you have a trained ear, you know this is a kind of like a mass-produced sound. To put it in layman's terms, no one's going to complain about the bass. It is sufficient. It's not a flat IEM. It's delivering that rumble that a lot of people like. The mid bass is giving way to the sub bass rumble. Upper bass to lower mid range is kind of recessed in comparison. So the bass boost is clean and lean, is what I'm going to call it. And this blocks some of the texture I feel that should come out. That's what I think. The mids are crystal and pure to my ears. I like it. It's not coming at you with a lot of attention. It's not a hot mid, and it's really nice for female vocals if that's your thing. This also means it is great in gaming situations. Example, with the crack of gunfire in the distance, for example, that really works well. The treble on the Nova is, for me, is amazing. I know it's not for everyone, but for me, I like it very much. The resolution and the timbre are great. It's bright, very smooth and controlled, making easy to separate instruments, or in-game busy situations, a lot of things going on. It stays smooth on its slow descent down, and with good upper treble extension. Now for me, the treble is the star of the show. That's my experience with the Truthear Nova. Now for $150, the Truthear Nova is like almost on the $300 range kind of headphones. If you have any experience with like nice headphones, nice IEMs, you're gonna get a piece of that with the Truthear Nova. I feel like it is punching above its weight. I think it is absolute value for money. If you are jumping from a $80, $90 headphone and you're considering something like a Truthear Nova, you're gonna feel like it's a big jump. You're gonna feel like this is delivering the goods for you. If you told someone this was a $250, $300 headphone, they're gonna believe you because it sounds like it, and that's my experience with it. I hope you got some useful information with the Truthear Nova. I hope I am conveying this honestly, and I hope that it's coming through to you how wonderfully made the Truthear Nova is. If you are considering an earphone that's around this budget, I think you're not making a bad choice. Anyway, that's my experience with the Truthear Nova. Hope you found some useful information out of it, and I will see you on the next video. Bye bye.